Morning everyone, French Open Day 6. Let's get straight into the results from yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know that I had a bit of spidey sense tingling that it was going to be a bad day. It actually wasn't that bad at the end. Let's take a look at the results. Cuevas expected to beat Edmund. Edmund retired with 2 sets down. First set was Edmund's best effort, took that to a tiebreak. Team struggled more than he should have done in that one. He was actually, I think, 4-1 down in the 4th set, so that looked like it was going to 5. But he turned that around, got it done in 4. Simon, very disappointing in that one, looked like he had no energy at all. Caruso played well, shouldn't take anything away from him. Simon was a breakup in the 3rd, but just couldn't hold on. Good effort from Mayer to beat Schwartzman. I was going to say I thought the Argentine would take that. More on both Argentinians. I thought Schwartzman would take it. Pretty close sets. Mayer goes through. Bit of a shock there. Always a shock when Zverev doesn't drop a set these days. Djokovic comfortable. That was a surprise for Dasco, very poor, dropped the first set, did fight back and take the second, and went a breakup in the 3rd. Probably wasn't much of a trade there because he started at 1.12, so I can't imagine that his price going into set 2 was anything worth backing. Lajovic thought he would struggle a little bit more, but didn't. Struff through as expected, did drop a set. Again, as expected. Karlovic disappointing on his own serve, which is unusual. The only set he managed to take the tiebreak was the one that he won. And the classic 3rd set dropped by Thompson when he's 2 sets up. Surprised that Del Potro needed 5. Good effort from Nishioka there. Monfils comfortable. Koric comfortable. 3 sets. I thought Bautista Agut would struggle a little bit more than he did. Very easy win there. Kachanov through in 4, pretty much as expected, and Fognini the same. Expected a long match there, could have gone to 5. I think I called it in 4. Either way, Fognini won in 4 sets. On to the ladies. These were the ones that were giving me the concerns yesterday. Stosur I favoured. I thought it was going to go to 3. She did take the first set. Disappeared in set 2. And I think Alex took an early break and Stosur just never managed to get back. Bolsova expected to win. Topsy-turvy match through in 2 tie breaks. So Osaka made a slow start. Terrible start against Azarenka. I bailed out of that one with a loss to switch over to Siniakova. Good fight back from Osaka. It's not her best surface. 6-3 in the 3rd. Sabalenka disappointing. Anamosova's got better results on clay, but I thought Sabalenka was starting to find a bit of form on the clay. Serve was terrible, absolutely terrible. Lost in 2. Cost me a little bit. Siniakova saved my day a little bit, certainly saved the morning. She was 5-1 down to Sakari. Fought back, took it in a tie break. I think I laid there about 1.28. She could have got on lower than that. Very close. Well, very close from there on. Lots of breaks, lots of swings. She came through to win that one as underdog. 6-3 in the 3rd. Wang, I suspect, was injured. Just gave up. Serve was terrible. Lost that in 2 sets. Barty reasonably comfortable. The first set was tight with Collins. She comes through in 2. Begomakova I thought would go to 3. It did. I did think Makova would take it. Begu just edged that 6-4 in the 3rd. Bencic finished off her delayed match 6-4 against Siegmund. Again, expected that result. Serena comfortable. I expected, say, Petkovic to go to 3, which it did. Petkovic taking that 8-6 in the 3rd. Biggest disappointment of the day, Kasatkina. biggest disappointment as well for me, that I chose that as the match to put on the blog. Great choice. She was terrible, absolutely terrible. Puig served well, to be fair, and certainly deserved the win, but Kazatkina should have put more of a fight. She was 4-1 down in the first set, did fight back and had a break point to go 4-all. At that point, I managed to take out a massive chunk of my liability, otherwise I was looking at a full stake loss. So I got out of jail a little bit in that one. There's a bit of a shock. Garcia easily took the first set, ended up losing. I stopped trading for the day, so I didn't trade that one, but that was a surprise to see. A surprise to see Halep needing 3 sets in that one as well. But she's safely through. A few scares along the way. So before my voice gives out, let's have a look at today's. Start with the men's. Pair. I'm surprised to see Pair such a big underdog in this one. He leads the previous matches 6-4. Most recent was last month. Pair won on clay in 3 sets. Overall results favour Pair in the last 12 months, and his clay results are also stronger. I can only think that he's this price because he won the title last week, so he's going to be tired. He's had a tough week this week as well. 4 sets against Coppil and 5-set win over Herbert in the last round. There's got to be some value on Pair, at least for the early sets, as it's going to be a long match, and as the match goes on, it probably favours Carino Busta, who should be fresher. But we've got to have some value on Pair on that one. Lay Buster around 1.45, remove liability at 1.9. 4 or 5 sets if Pair lasts a distance. Nishikori should be comfortable there, but he probably won't be. I can see him dropping a set in that one. I would rather wait for a better price on Nishikori than lay him. So let's hope Laszlo takes that first set. Back Nishikori if that happens. Federer shouldn't have many problems. Casper Ruud, Londero, Mute both played extremely well so far, playing above their normal levels. Stats for the week so far favour Mute, except service holds. Londero's held 90% of his service games, 64% for Mute. Londero's had tougher opponents as well. I favour him to win this, but he's priced too low there. It's going to be much more even than the price suggests. I would say lay Londero if he gets the first break, and back him if he gets broken or loses set 1. Should be a long one. Interesting one there. Mayer down at 1.3. Stats all favour Mahou. He's won both the previous matches, although none of them recently. 2013 on an indoor court and 2012 on clay, so not hugely significant. Mahou better overall results in the last 12 months. Clay results are also better. Mayer, really good win over Schwartzman that he finished off yesterday. That was a delayed match from the previous day. Mahou has had 2 good wins, Cecchinato and Kohlschreiber. I think there was something wrong with Kohlschreiber in that one, to be fair. I think Mahou is getting close to the end of his career. Probably his last chance at the French Open. Wants to go out in a bit of style. He's certainly done that already. I can see him taking a set, but I have to favour Mayer. Certainly not at that price. It's got to be worth a lay on Mayer around about 1.25. Take some liability out at 1.5. 4 or 5 sets, I think, in that one. Oops, did I jump too far? No. Nadal, I don't think has dropped a set against Goffin in the past. He leads 4-1. Goffin's win was indoors in 2017. You could try lay. Obviously 1.05 is the sort of price that you can be laying. I won't be bothering with that one. Nadal should be through in straight sets. Interesting one, Wawrinka Dimitrov. I think we've got some value on Dimitrov there. He's lifted his game this week. Head-to-head's a 4-4. Dimitrov has won their last 2 clay matches. Both of those were in 2015. Overall results in the last year and this season are pretty even. Clay results pretty even. Wawrinka has a much better French Open record. Dimitrov has had tougher opponents this week and he's played 5 sets in both rounds, which doesn't help because this is going to be a long one as well. Certainly, as I say, value on Dimitrov is going to take at least a set. The longer the match goes on, it favours Wawrinka. Ideally, Dimitrov takes the first set and we can get on Wawrinka. Last one, Tsitsipas Krajinovic. First time they've played, 12-month results favour Tsitsipas. Krajinovic slightly better results in 2019, although both have got strong results. Krajinovic played 5 sets in both his matches. That's not going to help him today energy-wise. I think he's going to take a set. Tsitsipas struggled at times in the last round, but towards the end of the match was playing really good tennis. I would say back Tsitsipas if he loses the first set and a long match favours him. That's it for today. Just 16 matches, easier to concentrate on the one we want to trade. We'll be in the chat room as normal, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, I thought that was a short video. I forgot to do the women. Let's do that now, shall we? Right, start off with Pliskova Martic. I think that's going to be a decent match actually to start the day. Martic leads 3-1. Most recent was on a hard court in March this year. Pliskova won that in 2. Both great records this year. Overall results favour Pliskova, clay results favour Martic. She's had 2 easy wins so far. Pliskova also been comfortable. It's not going to be easy for Pliskova. I would say lay Pliskova around about 1.35, take some liability out at 1.6, and lay the set 1 winner. Pliskova should take it, but by no means certain. Mertens Sevastova is going to be another close one. Sevastova won their only previous match on grass in 2017. Overall results favour her, although they've been quite even in 2019. Clay results favour Sevastova. She hasn't dropped a set so far. Mertens dropped a set to Zidansek in the first round. Good chance of 3 sets. Got to give Sevastova the edge. Lay Mertens if she breaks first. If there isn't a break of serve, I want at least 2.2 on Sevastova. All the stats favour Vondrousova against Suarez and Navarro. It is their first meeting. Suarez Navarro's needed 3 sets in both rounds. She has served well. Both players have served well. Good chance of 3 sets. Looking for 1.85 on Vondrousova. Another 3-setter there. Kanepi Kudermetova. Kanepi beat her on clay in 2 sets last month. Overall results are quite even. Clay results favour Kanepi. She struggled a bit in the last round, although was only broken 3 times in 3 sets. She did face 13 break points, so she came under a bit of pressure. I think it's going to be a similar story today. Good chance of 3 sets. Back Kanepi if she gets broken or loses the first set. I would lay the first set winner anyway. Be careful if it goes into a third. Coin toss, bit of a coin toss. Some great matches actually on the women's. I don't know how I managed to forget them originally in this video. Muguruza Svitolina. Svitolina leads the head-to-head 6-3. Most recent was on a hard court in February. Svitolina won in 2. Overall results are pretty even though. Clay results favour Muguruza in the last 12 months and in 2019. She lost first set to Townsend in the first round, came through and was comfortable in the next 2 sets. Svitolina beat Venus Williams. Venus was poor. Svitolina wasn't that impressive in that one, and Svitolina had a walkover in the last round. I can see this being a bit of a battle. Favour Muguruza on clay. She's got the better French Open record and obviously is a former winner. She won it in 2016. Wait for Muguruza to get broken. Schoffen starts slowly. And again, lay the set 1 winner because I expect 3 sets. Another good match there. Stevens and Herzog. Stevens has won all 3 of the previous matches. The most recent was earlier this month in 2 sets. And 2 of her wins were on clay. I can see Herzog taking a set here. I do favour Stevens to get the win. Back Stevens if she gets broken, and Herzog holds her own serve after. Should be a good one. And yet another one. What a day on the WTA. Who needs the men's? Bencic leads 2-0 in the previous matches. Most recent was in 2014. Not hugely significant. Pretty even on clay in the last 12 months. Bencic lost a set to Siegmund in the last round. She was broken 6 times in that match. Bekic, very poor at the start of a match against Peterson in the last round, but only lost 2 games in the next 2 sets. So she's in decent form as well. Very good chance of 3 sets. I'd like to back Bencic anywhere above 2.1, or you can wait for her to be broken before backing, but I favour her to take a tight 3-setter. Finally, Konta, Kuzmova. First meeting, overall results favour Konta. Long-term clay results are quite even, but Konta's been stronger more recently. Kuzmova took advantage of Burton's retiring to get her to the 3rd round. Got to favour Konta, but again, I think it's going to be 3 sets. She does tend, even when she's in control of matches, to let sets slip away. I'd like to back her around about 2.1. Should be a good one. Should be a great day on the WTA. I'm glad I remembered to actually cover the WTA matches before it had uploaded to YouTube. Once again, I will see you tomorrow.